Welcome to day 5 of Chicago Grit. This is a Lombard cycling classic, Lombard criterium. It is kind of a hot dog shape. We are going to go into this first double right-hander U-turn, kind of string it together as one corner, never really pedal between them, into this kind of tight uphill with plenty of Chicago proper bumps, then around a little chicane, which luckily they have filled in that manhole cover. You used to have to jump over it or just like risk getting a flat. I started at the back, kind of off the back in this race, and one of the guys, Matthew Richards on Mustangs, he did the Cat 2 race, bet me that I could not get to the front in 4 laps, so that was pretty much my mission, just get to the front in 4 laps or less, and I like this course, so I thought it would be a possibility. And that's what we're going for. These last few corners, you can make up a good bit of space if that inside opens up, and then you enter the start-finish straight, which is a slight uphill, pretty hard, but you get going very fast once you get over this little crest, so it's a very fast sprint. Not a lot of movement to be made. There was plenty of wind on this day, although the buildings were sheltering it through the start-finish pretty well. And yeah, we're going 36 miles an hour right now, riding pretty easy, coasting into the downhill. First few turns, still got to move up. Made up a little bit of spots, but you can tell there's a lot of guys up there still into this little pinch point. So gonna keep moving up. Gonna go for a little chain slippage going on there. I am on this Groupset still. Many people guessed it correctly. It is the Wheeltop EDS TX Groupset. I'll put a little affiliate link or whatever in the description, but have been working with them, trying to see if it's worthy of crit racing, and I've finished I've done 2 crit races on it so far. It feels really nice. I'll do a full video on it probably after Chicago Grit, but we are continuing, still moving up a little bit in this race, and this is a spot where I thought I could move up pretty well. We're probably 2 laps in now. Probably starting the 3rd lap actually at this point, and I'm not all the way at the front yet. You can see there's still a bunch of guys up there. Now we're probably starting the 3rd lap actually, into this bottom corner. You can see guys take a lot of lines through the chicane section. There's not really one like definitive line, but a little later on in that lap I find this little nifty hot route and shoot up the inside. I like the inside a lot more on these final 2 corners. Sometimes you would have to slow down. You can see I'm definitely reducing speed compared to those on the outside, but there are often crashes on the outside there. I know there's one that happened last year. Ryan Gorman, who is featured in this video a good bit, I think he broke a wheel last year on that corner, which is pretty scary. This is, I think, going into lap 4, and I'm moving my way up still, trying to get there, trying to get to the front. This guy's chopping into those last few corners. Got Clever Martinez on the right here, making his way up to the front as well to help his teammate Marcos. This time I decide to go on the outside. There's a big swarm, and I make up a good bit of space next to Wolfgang Brandl here on the right, Tim from Rainstorm also on the right, and maintain a good bit of momentum here as well. So have plenty of momentum into the 4th lap here on the left, and it just opens up nicely. So I keep the pressure on the pedals and decide to go for a little like half-baked attack, see if anything's going to roll with me. I can see Mito Q on the front there. They're looking out. ABC here, Patrick Welch also tagging my wheel pretty quickly, but I did not have that much momentum, and was trying to scout out everything about 4 laps in here. Taking this first few bends, scouting out a new line solo because I've been going through them in a pack, and I think I took a pretty good line. Got a little gap to the field back there, and then continued pushing through, but everybody was pretty motivated and very fresh early on here. There are rain clouds coming in, and we see that storm cell on the right moving in pretty well, but hoping to get to the front and stay at the front before it starts raining when it gets really hard. And that's usually the most advantageous way to race in the rain, is from the front. Following Marcos Mendez here. I think I'm chopping, but Caesar gives me the old double chop right there on the inside. Makes up plenty of ground. He is particularly skilled at chopping corners and making up space. Shooting holes, and Kayla Marshall there with an attack on lap 5-ish. So everything is looking pretty spicy into the last lap, which is early. The storm is coming in. We just heard thunder around that corner, saw some lightning, and Patrick Welsh here, and one of this Mexican team, Ulysses team, he attacks. Patrick attacks across to this Australian guy off the front. We see the official blowing a whistle. Everybody's telling him to stop, so we neutralize. This is not the first time I've been very close to the front for a neutral, and so I don't want to lose a bunch of positions this time. So now I get onto the front row excitedly. Talk to Patrick that we have a call up. Sadly, they canceled the race, so we're done here, but had a pretty exciting start. Thanks for watching. See ya.